So hi guys, I hope this is helpful for your production. Okay, I'm going to go through the signs first and then we'll put it all together. You know, like I gave you the email earlier, those are the signs I'm going to be going through, the ones that were in red. So first thing you want to know is that you're going to sign most of the things with your dominant hand. That's why I was talking about the dominant hand on the email. I happen to be left-handed, so if you're left-handed, you're going to end up copying me, but if you're right-handed and you're looking at the video, you're going to be using your right hand, so it's going to be mirroring what I'm doing, okay? Now when you sign signs for God, God is in kind of like a little box right here, okay? All your signs for God are going to be right about up in here when you're talking pronouns, that sort of thing. So your sign for He, as in He is Lord, is going to be just like this. Palm facing you, so you can see your palm. Fingers all together, okay? And just right up there in your box. Okay, so He, and you already know the sign for King, I understand, from the email. So you know King starts at your shoulder of the opposite hand that you're using. In this case, I'm using my right hand here because of how I'm going to be doing it in the song itself. Normally, if you're just signing regularly, you'd be using your dominant hand, in which case it would be on my right shoulder to left hip. That would be King. Lord would be with an L, and Christ is with a C, both the same way. Lord would start at your shoulder, opposite shoulder of the hand you're using, down across yourself like a sash, okay, to the hip of the hand that you're using. So for our song, we're going to be using our less dominant hand, so it'll be Lord from here to here, okay? So He is Lord, okay? He is risen. Okay, that's our next phrase that we're going to work on. He's already done it. He has risen, right? So in sign language, to make it a past tense, in this case, we're going to use the sign finished. Just like this, finished, okay? He is risen. You're going to be from the grave. You have your little feet here. You're going to be from the grave, and you're going to come up onto the ground, okay? Risen. The word for from, you're going to take your finger, and you're going to be looking at your finger now, okay, of your non-dominant hand, all right? You're going to, this is an X shape you're going to make with your dominant hand. You're going to put that on your fingernail, and I don't know if you can tell, I've got my hand touching, my one hand touching my other one. All I do is bring my finger forward. I leave this hanging on here. Okay, does that make sense? So you're just going to say the word from like this. You're going to be looking at your fingernail. Okay, from, and then the sign for dead. It's going to look complicated, but it's really not. Your non-dominant hand palm up, your other one palm down. And all you're going to do is switch them. You're going to start like this, and your fingers are closed. None of this kind of stuff, just like this, because it looks nicer. And you're just going to switch them. Doop. The one that was palm up is now palm down, and the other one is now palm up. The one that was palm down to start with. Okay, so dead. Now that's a left-handed dead, if that makes sense. Okay, right-handed would go the other direction. Okay? So He is risen from the dead, and He is Lord. We've gone over the signs. Every, it's a sign for each. What you take, you know, like a, you know, thumbs up. You're going to put one thumb behind the other. Your dominant hand is in the back. In my case, obviously, as I said before, that's the left hand. And you just run it down. You run the one thumb down your other. Okay? But you're actually going to do it this direction. Do it like this so you can see what I'm doing. But this is how you're actually going to sign it. Each. Okay? That's how I think of it. So every knee shall bow. That's all one phrase. Okay? Knee shall bow is you've got your floor right here. You've got your two knees. You're going to put them on the floor. And you're just going to kind of, you're going to come towards you and up and make a circle out. Okay? And knee shall bow. And you do that a couple times, however long it takes you to get through that phrase. Okay? So every knee shall bow. Every tongue confess. You're going to do the each. Again, every, and I probably, in the song, I'm only going to end up doing it one time through for that one. Every tongue. What I would do if it were me would be sign the word person. Okay? And this is the ASL sign for person. Just like this, fingers together, and it's like you're going down the outline of the person, okay? Every tongue confess. We're going to sign the word proclaim like I wrote on the email. Okay, 2 hands here at your chin. Your words are going to come out and go to everybody. That's proclaim. Okay, it looks kind of complicated. It's really not. They start here. It looks like they kind of cross here and then go out flat and come back around to the proper sides that they started with. Okay, every tongue confess Jesus. Okay, it's for the nail prints in the hands. And when sign language people do it, they use their middle fingers. They don't use their first fingers. Okay, just a little bit indented. And you start with your dominant hand and touch the palm of your non-dominant. So in my case, left to right. And then reverse it. Jesus. Okay, so Jesus. Christ. As we talked about before, it's a C at your shoulder. Goes down to your hip. And then Lord. Well, it can either be that way or this way, whichever you decide upon. Okay, so the way it would go in the song, okay, would be something along these lines. He is Lord. Okay, and again, He is Lord. He is risen from the dead, and He is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. And now you can either do it that way, or that last part you can do that Jesus Christ, and put the extra He in there, is Lord. Okay? You can do the He on the is, and then sign the word Lord. This would become an honorific, and an honor, a little extra oomph or whatever. When a deaf person would see that, they would consider that just giving God, yeah, just a little extra honor. I don't know how else to word that for you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I'll do it one more time. Okay, and I know I'm doing it a little slow, but that's so you can kind of get the hang of it, and then you can speed it up as you get more comfortable with it, okay? So, He is Lord. He is Lord. He is risen from, oops, sorry, my bad. He is risen from the dead, and He is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Okay? So I hope that helps you. If something doesn't make sense, or you need a little, question answer, whatever, just feel free to email me. I'll do the best I can with it. Again, have a good time with your production. Good luck. Thanks. Bye.